Yeah, the dumb hoe, let me ask our friend over here. Assume that she knew technology or something like that. Until like yeah, I don't know, man. There must be a reason why we have new people going inside the engineering school. While older one are rotating out. It just happened that the new students that are going in can create new things and new technology and systems just based off the principle of mathematics and stuff like that. Yeah, I totally go. So I said by the end of the day, yeah, so me over there, I decided to go off and create new technology and systems. So by the time Mrs. What's her name over there told that she was cool white or something like that, I was like, yo, her face, like, I tried to push it away from her. It continues over time. But yeah, get your own fucking story. That's all right. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, some bitch in the head tried to like grab a clip in front of some white dude over here from law enforcement. Yeah, tried to go off and like pick on other people within the society, especially other black dudes. Yeah, for dumb stuff that's way to a trend, that's way to like find pornography and an image against female. I was like, oh my god, the stuff from the 80s. Yeah, degenerates that couldn't read what the law are, or why is it that shit couldn't pass? Things that are way to common sense, that's way to like the basic principle of like human tolerance, and to like it starts with them, into like what they tolerate. Yeah, as individuals, whether or not they would go off and like shake their asses with like I don't know, no top on, they tolerate that on, especially all of a sudden they want to go on a party, they want to get drunk or like spill alcohol over their titties, they want them topless, all that stuff like that. That's their choice. I say you cannot fight that. That's all. By the time I get, what the hell is this? A female over telling another female that she's a real woman because of the fact that she's raped. Mind your own fucking business. That's all right. Will I go off and tell a man over here that I'm a more man over here? I was like, that's fucking degenerate. That's a good way to get shot. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is this stuff? I was like, my dude, go this over there. I was like, yeah, I try to go off about that way over there, but I said again, I get all these degenerate police officers with the radio network, go off and send out a whole bunch of people to their death warrant, especially. That's yeah. No, I got the dudes on the cyberspace where I'm trying to go off and engage them into like World War III. Yeah, lock them in. What's up? No, they try to lock them in with the Iranians on the ground, and then fuck them up by drafting on the space here. Oh my, the headache that I get from that. Yeah, no, because some of the dudes are in prison. They want to get back at some of these dumbass police officers, and that's their way of getting back at them by going out to force a migrant into the system, the same way that they do with the Russians, and then killing 1 million to like 3 million Americans, and then giving the middle finger to the entire police network that might get drafted into it. Yeah, and then yeah, I don't know, man. I go that way. I try to go off and like finish my project, so I go on my space flying car over there. I go la 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 la. But as you can see, I got like dumbasses that follow me around. I don't. I said, madam, hey, yeah, the head. I was like, I tried to tell the dumbass over here, like, yo, yeah, I'm important into this grand scheme that I'm building over here. I stop fucking right on my dick over here. Sucking me off over here to go off and like figure out copy shit for me. So go have a talking point over intelligent people because your ass over there is dumb. That's why you keep on fucking being my shit. Try to look. I want a conversation with my white boyfriend over here about stuff that's conservative and like conspiracy theories or things that sound smart. Well, next time you want to have a conversation with your degenerate boyfriend or something, what you do is that you go off and you go inside the domain of mathematics. You learn calculus 2 to the very least, and then you go listen to physics 2, and then you open up a technical manual to then go off and like learn what type of material that paint is made out of, and what type of like safety measures is around it specifically, and then you want to learn about the chemistry system of that, and then eventually you're going to take multiple exams, make sure that you can go off and like be proficient around the space here. So then eventually by the time you're done over here, you can now have a beautiful nerdy talk about stuff that's related to like philosophy, the future, because of the fact that you're in there with your hands being technical and doing stuff. Yeah, so, I don't know, it's that simple. I'm sorry, but you know, somewhere me over there that did it to feed my kid over here now has. I literally watched the degenerate try to tell me stuff about not being employed by Uber or DoorDash because they were afraid that I might go off and like work. That's how sinister these people are. I'm sorry. Yeah, all the time that I've been outside the USA, I keep on saying that I'm chief technology. I build my own private tech company over there. These people are so malicious into my own intent. They see a trend that was to like 5 years ago where I used to dash or like go off and deliver food for Uber. Yeah, they go inside the Uber system and they go off like put a bomb in there, like, you know, try to go off and like make sure that he can't upload his ID, and then he cannot work over here and stuff. I say, you know, we can go off and like play God and like go off and try to hold him accountable for being so rude over the cyberspace, because you know I'm not, bitch, you dumb. Yeah, so now by the time I saw you poison the first kid in Thailand, I was like, yes, eventually I'm gonna win over this school and so across. I tell you, let out a shot or something. Let the investigation roll through. I call you a pussy in the first place, just so you could go off and bust out a shot. I said, go ahead and bust out a shot across this fucking space here. So then I could get an investigation after the next going on or something. And then we could finally some people can be fucking done around, especially a big ass fucking fed pussy.